Do you have YouTube or social media favorite dermatologists that you watch? I mean, dermatology, physicians in general, people who are specialists in healthcare and skincare are huge on social media, I think on all platforms. But one person is my top favorite, and I'm going to give you the others as well. And I think it's many people's top favorite because has millions of followers. Just on YouTube alone, she has 2.3 million followers as of yesterday, and that's Dr. Dre. So her first name is Andrea. She is a board certified dermatologist in the Texas area. And just a few things about her that are really unique and awesome is her videos, first of all, are more on the longish side. She does vlogs as well, but when I mean longish, like, if you do a video, you're always feeling rushed because you know that people are going to click out at any moment, or people are just bored with something that you say. But hers go on in a somewhat monotone tone, and she does a really, really good job keeping people engaged, even though she doesn't have a whole lot of inflection in her voice. And she talks on her presentations, in my opinion, are at a really high level. She gives you both the generic names and brand names of everything. She refers to them with their ingredients. She talks in depth about papers, different research papers, on a high level. And I say high level only because I can't, I can't understand a lot of the things that she is saying when she talks about a lot of the different research and different types of ingredients that go into these skincare products. She talks in depth, in my opinion, again, with pathophysiology of the skin, of what is happening when a sunburn occurs, what the different skin cancers look like exactly, and why everything is happening on our skin. She deals with hair care as well. But it appeals to a lot of people, and she has followers from all over the world. Her presentation, like I said, is somewhat dry, but that's part of her. And she does have a sense of humor, though. She is a consistent, reliable, daily, 1, 2 times, 3 times a day uploader. In fact, all of these people who have a whole lot of subscribers, upload videos on a minimum once a day. They do shorts, they're on TikTok, some are on YouTube 2 and 3 times a day. And like I said, her content is long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, that sort of thing. Some of it's shorter, of course, but you're going to get a whole lot of information from her. And here's the reason why she's most influential. She's the most influential dermatologist for me. Because without her, I would not, while living in the Pacific Northwest where it rains a lot, be wearing sunscreen 365 days out of the year. I never go a day without sunscreen. I have been following Dr. Dre for many, many years, and her explanation of how important it is and why is enough for me. If she's got that kind of influence on me, helping me to save my skin and help my skin and keep it from the DNA damage that can cause breakdown and possible skin cancer, then look how many people she has influenced in such a positive way. So I like her so much for that. The other little thing about her that I think is cute is, if you do videos, as I just am learning, and I'm really new at this, hasn't even been a year. I mean, I did some years ago, but now I'm doing them again on a consistent basis. But it's really difficult to try to get subscribers. It's really difficult to get monetized. Their requirements are very steep. And she probably got monetized in 5 minutes. I mean, I'm kind of exaggerating, but seriously, she had this, besides that her name's Dr. Dre, so that's pretty cool. She also has a catchy phrase, and she always, at the end of every single video, she would say, sunscreen and subscribe. Don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. And I think that that simple but catchy and consistent, predictable saying, kept people like, yeah, heck yeah, I'm doing both of those things. So I think that's really awesome with her. She's made a big impact on a lot of people's lives. Excuse me, gotta put the dog out. When I mentioned Dr. Dre's vlogs, they're really cool because she's going to take you to CVS. She's going to take you with her to Target, to Costco, and she's going to pick up and show you what's going on. Here's this product. Let's read the ingredients. She's going to explain it to you, break it down to you. She is extremely aware that most people don't have the means, the ability to do a 3-step, 5-step, 10-step program. I think I saw one yesterday. There was a 16-step face program, and that's just for skincare. We're not talking about makeup. So she's aware of that, and she is like the queen of what will work, that you can just go to your drugstore and pick up, that you do not have to do high end. What she shows is Almost all of it is what you can pick up in the grocery store at Target or Walmart. She talks about hair care as well. She talks about nails. She is just an overall really knowledgeable, efficiently presentable YouTuber, social media person, and you can learn so much from her. I'm linking all of these below of who are, I think, the best YouTube dermatologists out there right now. The second social media dermatologist that I feel like has influenced me the most, and of course, many other people, is Dr. Daniel Sagai, and he is a board certified Harvard trained physician. And I say Harvard because Harvard's not, it's something to be proud of, and it should be mentioned. There are many prestigious and excellent medical centers and places you can do your residency all over the US, all over the world. But if you can get into Harvard and you can succeed, you earn those bragging rights. So Dr. Sagai is from Hawaii, and he's now in the Pacific Northwest where I'm at. So he is just up the freeway from where I'm at. I have one family member currently that goes to him. When I got my cutaneous lymphoma, that's another video if you're interested. I didn't know what it was. He was the first person that I tried to get into to see, but it was a 3-month waiting list. And I knew something was going on, so I couldn't wait 3 months. I would trust him with my family, with my kids. He knows what he's talking about. To me, he's cutting edge. If you go to other dermatologists in person and present them with a problem, like you're going to get an answer like I got, which is the best in town here. And she said, that's a bug bite. I mean, there was nothing. There was no biopsy. There was no medication, nothing. I just think that when you go to him, he's got better answers for you. He's brilliant. He's personable. He also demonstrates for you how you should be applying your Retin-A, your sunscreen, your moisturizer. And he doesn't just talk about it, he lives it, he applies it, he buys it, and he uses it, and he's going to give you his honest opinion. He will talk to you a little bit about high end, but he talks to you a whole lot about affordable products. So Dr. Daniel Sagai, one of the best. Okay, these two doctors, have you seen Dr. Shah, S-H-A-H, and Dr. Maxwell? They have a YouTube channel called Dr. Lee. Dr. Shah, though, if you look up who is the most popular, most influential dermatologist out there on social media, it's going to be Dr. Shah. It says that everywhere. These two men, let me tell you, they are funny, they laugh a lot, they laugh at themselves, they just don't take themselves too seriously, but they're delivering really important information. They're not going to take you out on Christmas ornament shopping vlogs or to the store, Walmart, and they're definitely not going to take you out to buy some Christmas ornaments like Dr. Dre did. But people love them, and they really rely on what they have to say. Although I like them a lot, and I have learned a lot from them, they're not really my top favorite. I just told you my top 2 favorite, but they're there for many other reasons. And they are going to give you suggestions on products that are higher end. So let's see, they even have their own skincare line. So let me just read a couple things that I see them endorsing the most. Remedy, which is their own, Skin Better Science, Biossance, those are just a few. And I have bought Biossance. I have used it basically because they convinced me. And I believe that what they're saying is true. And it is a really good, but all of Biossance products are very good, but they are expensive. So I can't keep them in my rotation on a regular basis. There's just no way. So they're going to give you a wide range of information, but they're going to do it on a really funny level. They're not dry. They're not monotone. They are personable, approachable, and I really like what they have to say. They give a lot of good education. Oh, and if I didn't already say where they lived and where they practiced, it's in North Carolina. Have you all heard of Dr. Pimple Popper? Of course you have. And have you ever heard of the Toe Bro? Okay, if you're interested in that kind of thing, the Dr. Pimple Popper, which is Dr. Sandra Lee, if you like her stuff, you're going to like the Toe Bro. He's in Canada, but all his stuff has to do with the feet. But you're going to see some pretty gnarly but very interesting stuff that he does. Okay, so Dr. Sandra Lee, she's in California. let me tell you why I love her. And it might not be for the reasons that a lot of other people like her. They like her maybe because they really enjoy watching extractions. They enjoy watching her do her procedures, and especially the stuff on the back, the blackheads, the whiteheads, the different kinds of things that she can pop. That is her name, Dr. Pimple Popper. But I like Dr. Lee because when I watch her, like on some of the specials that are on TV, and she goes around and sees patients with some things that have been troubling them for many, many years, things that they're too embarrassed to go to their doctor to get evaluated on, areas of the body that embarrasses them, or people that just have just been hidden away based on the things that the problems that they have. The way she approaches them, the way she treats them, that's what I love about her. And that is an influence that I am taking from her to be a better nurse to my patients. I feel like I've already got that comfort and compassion that I can give to people, and non-judgmental type of attitude. I love, though, how she cares about her patient's comfort on a much bigger level than most. She's not there to tell you what to buy. She's not there to tell you, here's some products, try some of these. She's there to tell you, go see your doctor. You don't have to be embarrassed. Her tone of voice is always so kind and loving. I just adore how every procedure that she does, she always stops and takes time to say, are you in any pain? Are you doing okay? Are you comfortable? Very kind and nurturing to her patients. She cares about their well-being, their whole well-being. And her really big not pimple pops and things like that, but her big incisions that she does to take out some different kinds of things that are growing on people's bodies, and her wound care that she gives afterwards, and her stitching. I don't know. She just can put it back together so beautifully. So I love her for all the reasons that she's out there, to teach us, for all of those things she teaches us. But I really, really respect her for how she treats her patients. And did I put down how many millions of followers she has? Oh, okay, wait. I found it. It's 8.5 million just on YouTube. Have you heard of this one? Have you heard of Dr. Angelo? Dr. Angelo Andresina, I think is how it's pronounced, Andresina, is a young, popular TikToker, YouTuber, etc. I don't go on TikTok, but a lot of TikTok comes over to YouTube. So I see him and I see a lot of his content that goes back and forth. But what I really like about Dr. Angelo is the thing is, I think he is approachable for everybody, every age. He looks, and I'm sure he's heard this many times before, but he looks like he's maybe 18 years old. I mean, he is really young. He is so smart. He is very highly educated. It seems to me that he probably has had a tough time in many areas of his life, but you'll get that once you start watching him, and you'll see why. Dr. Angelo also is somebody that's going to not be shy about correcting misinformation. He's also going to talk to you about high end and low end, and he does a lot of, what's it called with the green screen? Reaction videos. He's not taking you out, though, to buy things with him, and he's not doing other vlogs about his life. But he does talk to you a lot about skincare. So what are all of these Okay, sorry, a little bit of interruption there. Okay, Dr. Angelo, if I didn't already say, he's from New York. I think I said that. He has almost 300,000 subscribers just on YouTube. That's where I watch him. And like I said, he does a lot of the green screen kind of reaction videos. He sees how some people are doing skincare and he corrects it. Or he sees how somebody talks about some information about skin and he will pull up the statistics or the research to show you what the correct information is. I think that he really appeals to young people. I like him a lot. Okay, lastly, this is not on my list of my favorites. She used to be, but I know she's a favorite for a lot of people. Dr. Shireen Idris. She's in New York, and where do I begin? I really followed her for years. All of these people I have followed. I think Dr. Angelo I followed since he started. Dr. Dre I followed since she started. Dr. Sagai I followed since he started. So I've seen all of them, and these are just the ones that I am a diehard for these people, to watch them and learn from them every single day with all of their information that they have to offer. But Dr. Shireen Idris, she is In my opinion, I can't relate to her. She can't relate to me probably because she is super high end, upscale, New York physician. And not that that's a bad thing, okay? Not that it depends on, it doesn't matter. You got them all over, but that's what she teaches to. But Dr. Shireen has a lot to offer for those who are interested in, say, high-end products, many step processes. She gives, anyway, I'm not going to go in. Why? Check her out if you're interested. She also has her own line of skincare products. So check her out if you're interested in that sort of thing. Okay, let's go with my last person here that I watched and have watched him. He's not on my paper. I guess I left it upstairs. All right, I'm going to do it straight from remembering. Dr. Davin Lim. He is in Australia, and he is a board certified dermatologist. He's going to explain mostly about different types of in-office treatments. So treatments such as microneedling, radiofrequency microneedling, lasers, peels, plasma pins, or plasma pin treatment. I think that Dr. Lim has around 600 or 700,000 subscribers just on YouTube. I like his presentation. I like that he talks a lot about acne and gives really good information for at all levels of all types of acne for people who need a little bit of help in that area to show what's offered for treatment for acne and acne scars and what can be prescribed and done for acne. They all talk about acne, of course. I mean, that's a given. But it seems to me when I watch them, he talks about it and goes into it a little bit more. He doesn't talk as much about products, but he does talk a lot about in-office treatments. So what's the one thing that they all endorse, talk about on a daily basis, and give education on every single day? That would be sunscreen. And the second thing that they all endorse, talk about, and show why it is such a good product to use, and that is Retin-A or tretinoin. You would think that everybody would agree on, say, vitamin C, but Dr. Dre does not agree on vitamin C. It's not that she hasn't tried it. It's not that she hasn't looked into it, but it's not something that she thinks people have to use. But she does think that people have to use sunscreen. And I would say that, you know, when I listen to all of them, all of them, meaning many more than just the ones that I mentioned. If you listen to anybody who's going to talk about skincare, if you get rid of all those things, those extra things that you want to buy and try and do, and toners and serums and things, and, you know, different antioxidants, the one thing that they all endorse or talk about, or the one thing that they say, please do spend your money on, and that is sunscreen. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. What I really want to know, though, folks, is who do you listen to? Who's your favorite dermatologist? There are a lot of people out there about skincare as far as makeup goes, and gadgets and things, you know, masks. No, I mean the mask that goes on your face and lights, the LED lights, and all these different types of current and things like that. Do you use those? Do you think it really makes a difference? I want to know what you think and who you follow. So have a great day, and I'll talk with all of you next time.